We are back, and today we are going to be taking a look at some Overstable approach discs. I'm at Xenia Rotary today, going to be playing 9 holes. This video is going to be kind of a comparison between all of these, but also a battle to see which one I can get the most birdies with. Starting us off, we have the Prodigy A2 in 300 plastic. This thing is so interesting because the rim is very slanted. Kind of comes down to a harsh point. Feels kind of fast, to be honest with you. I think the flight number is 4204, so seems quite beefy, but we'll take a look at it. Next up, we have a new mold, the Ghoul 3303. This is a little thicker than maybe one of your zones. It's got a bead on the bottom. It's also got this interesting little thumb track. And then last but not least, one of my favorites, the Jawbreaker Zone. Just another approach disc that I could bring out that is in some softer baseline plastic that I thought it'd be cool to compare the others to. So we're gonna go over here to hole 1 and get started, see how these are all comparing to each other. If they do, it seems like the A2 by flight numbers should be really beefy, a lot less glide, but I'll try to get some comparable shots. I'll try to birdie a lot. This is a shorter course, so it's perfect for discs like this. Hole 1 is pretty straightforward, a $175, elevated basket. First shot of the day, I'll start with the zone because I'm most comfortable with that. If we mess that up, doesn't really matter because I'm sure you've seen the flight of a zone. That's so simple. Nice little skip. Go with the Ghoul next. This was kind of a fun disc to try out. A lot more overstable, it seems. And then the A2 in 300 plastic. This thing should kind of fly like that, I think. So maybe a little bit more power. Yeah, it seems like it wants to get to the ground a little bit quicker. Obviously the zone has a lot more glide than the other two, it appears. When I have the Ghoul in my hands, it kind of feels understable, and I think that's mainly because of the plastic, but you can really trust it. It is pretty torque resistant from the last time that I tried it out. That time I just didn't give it enough power. Oh, just right side. There's one. The Jawbreaker Zone's just right here. When I have an Overstable approach disc, I'm thinking mainly forehand, so you'll probably see quite a bit of forehands today. But on a shot like this, we must throw the backhand. It's up the hill. I think it said 275. Obviously plays a little farther than that up the hill. This one is all about hitting the initial gap. If you can hit that hill and kind of slide up, you might have a putt. But if I'm being honest, I've never birdied this hole. I felt like that first hole was very telling, even though it was only a $175. The zone was just so easy to get flying straight before the fade. The other two really just seemed like they wanted to get to the ground. Hopefully we can correct that on this shot. Maybe I can throw them a little harder to get a flight out of them. Let's start with the Ghoul. There we go. That's pretty good. That's about the best I'm gonna be able to do. Maybe the zone will get a little higher up on the hill. All right, A2. Oh, look at that beef on the end. That was actually gonna be a decent shot. I think if that's the zone or the Ghoul, it's really good. Yeah, look how much straighter. Just a little higher on the hill, but also right side because we didn't get a fade. So the A2 is on the left side of the fairway. I'm gonna have to throw more of a flex forehand to get it up the hill. And the Ghoul is head on, so I can give it a sweet little forehand bid. And the zone is to right side, so this is gonna be a scramble shot. Forehand right into the bucket. You suck. This would be a better highlight. Little flex forehand. Maybe. Oh, it's so short. You could honestly bogey so easily on this hole. Here's the zone. Pars all the way around. Hole 3, back to the forehands, 250. Gonna be trying to hit this left side. Probably pretty flat with these discs. I'm gonna have to throw the A2 a little harder than the rest to try to get it flying straighter. As long as I hit my line with the zone, it should do just fine. The Ghoul, might have to throw it a little harder as well. A little low, big skip. With how that rim is shaped, I wouldn't be surprised if you got a little bit more skip out of it than you would the other two. Better, but it's still gonna stable out short. Here's where the trustworthy zone comes into play, right at it. Oh, a little too much hyzer, but does look like it's still carried farther than the rest. I feel like this makes complete sense. We got the A2 a little farther, we have the ghoul, and a little farther, we have the zone. Oh, a little high. Terrible line. Bang. Oh, almost left it short. We got a hole 4 here, 235. There is a Mando in between these trees, but since I have these discs, I'm just gonna throw a forehand hyzer and see how they do, because I'm a little bit more interested in that than trying to hit the Mando. That is money. The Jawbreaker zone, I say it every time I throw it, it's the best zone you could put in the bag. You need a stable one still, but that is a great counterpart. Just gonna try to rip this. I don't know if I can get it there or not with how overstable it's been. No, it's just so beef. It's actually a decent shot. The fact that it faded before that first tree is amazing. I threw that very hard. Yeah, I mean, it's such a clear difference between how hard I have to throw the A2 and the ghoul versus the Jawbreaker zone. Kind of glad that I brought out all 3 now, because they are all flying pretty differently, and they're all kind of a different club as well, which is cool. Drop in there. I've changed my putt just slightly and it feels so much better. Hole 5 here, 270. The basket is way on the left side. The zone might be the only one that I can get there, and I might even be able to put it on a little hyzer to help it get over there. Higher, maybe it's good. About to see the difference between that and the A2. There we go. I think that's close enough to maybe get the birdie at least. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button for me. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers. We've been killing it with the content. You guys have been killing it with the subscribes, so thank you guys so much. Also, if you're in the market for some new plastic, hit the link down below, foundationdiscs.com. Using that link to shop will help support this YouTube channel, so thank you guys. Coming up on the A2 first, got a long look. The zone is pin high. I didn't think I quite got it there, but that will be a birdie. Oh, fly, fly, Warden, fly. The ghoul, of course, a little straighter from the tee pad. Also a little bit farther. That might go. There we go. Now I am kind of curious with the A2 being that overstable and that 300 plastic feels so soft. I wonder how long it'll take to beat in. Once you get that thing beaten in, it might be a really, really good forehand disc. Ours today is practically brand new. Not sure how far hole 6 is, but it's not very far. You can see the basket in the right side gap. I'm actually gonna be throwing down the left. Gonna be throwing some forehands and trying to fade them over there. The A2 might be perfect for this hole. Let's see. Yeah, it's just gonna spike over there. Sit down, got a little roll, but it's practically under the basket. Here's the zone, a little bit more hyzer probably. It has more of a gliding fade to it, and that's deep of the basket. Oh, a little higher. Sit down, please. Oh no, that's in the water. We gotta go get that quick. I don't know how, but it's dry. We're gonna putt it from there. All you're gonna see is either a make or a miss. Oh, I can actually see the basket, just the top of it though. Oh my gosh. First try, I promise. The zone just a little deep on top of this log. And the A2, which I really thought was gonna be perfect, and it was. It was just spiking the entire way, and I knew this distance was gonna be about how far I can throw it. You know, between all of these, it's really about what you're looking for, what you're looking to bag. If you're looking for an approach disc that gets to the ground quick, that you can spike hyzer, a disc that might help you gauge distance better on those approaches, I'd probably be going with the A2 or even the ghoul. The ghoul has potential to push a little bit farther, but it kind of has that same little flight where it wants to get to the ground. Or are you looking for something that's more glidey but still has that predictable finish? then you're probably going with the Jawbreaker Zone. Now we got hole 7, 235. Basket is on the right side. I'm gonna try to throw the forehand. The A2, I don't know if it gets there, but I'm gonna try. Skip. So it'll be interesting if we get that same skip with these. Is it gonna dig or is it gonna skip? Kind of has more of a slow forward push. Oh my, the ghoul. Just too right. Don't really know what to do, but we're just gonna try to flick it up there. Scoobs. Oh, it actually worked. Oh my gosh, Max. A little higher. They're the perfect line. I don't think the zone has missed a hole yet. How's the ghoul's par putt? 2 holes to play. Hole 8 is a little silly. Only 140 feet, but maybe we'll spice it up and throw one in. I don't know what it is about this Sure Grip plastic, but when it's wet, it dries off so easily. I know that's not like a huge deal, but it is kind of amazing. Oh, I tried to flex it. Try to get a little fancy and cute with it because I thought it'd flex out quickly. And the zone. I'm gonna give myself 3 chances, see if I make one of them. I made the first one. Oh, I slipped. Maybe. It's kind of the story of my life in circle 2 right there. All of them stayed in bounds though. That is the positive. This hole bends way to the right. You can cut off the distance by going over the creek. I think I'm gonna aim for that left gap. There's another gap straight ahead, but I don't think I can reach it. And hopefully we don't lose a disc. Oh no. It's safe. There we go. That is the shot. That's gonna give us a look. Get through it. Oh, that was almost so good. What's more unfortunate is I didn't know the A2 went in the water. All right, there's like no shot, so I'm just gonna have to throw it up there. Off the cage again. Lined up perfectly to save the birdie. Forehand Warden. Ah, you suck. The ghoul picking up the only birdie on that one. All right, guys, that is going to do it. This was actually a pretty fun video for me to see the difference between all of these, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. The most overstable disc here, the A2, but the ghoul isn't too far behind. It's just a bit slower. The rim's a lot different, so it kind of depends what hand feel you're going for and what flight you're looking for. Obviously the zone feels a little sleeker in the hand, a little bit more shallow, can kind of get a little flip out of it, still get the consistent fade on the end. It's just going to travel a little farther than these two. Anyway, guys, let me know down below what you thought of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.